It's been a little while since Wednesday, Season 2 ended, and fans are starting to get a much clearer picture of what they want from Season 3. While the second season answered many questions, it also opened the door to brand new mysteries and much bigger storylines. Between Enid's transformation, the arrival of Ophelia, Tyler's uncertain future, and new secrets surrounding the Addams family, expectations for Season 3 are already incredibly high. Today, based on both fan theories circulating online and my own expectations, we're going to talk about 5 things that Wednesday Season 3 truly needs. Enid's emotional werewolf story. One of the biggest things Wednesday Season 3 absolutely needs is to avoid rushing Enid's werewolf storyline. The transformation Enid went through at the end of Season 2 isn't something that should be resolved in just a few scenes and forgotten. This is a huge opportunity for both Enid's character development and her friendship with Wednesday. That's why this storyline needs to carry real emotional weight in Season 3. Personally, I really want the episodes where Wednesday tries to bring Enid back to be written well. Wednesday is normally a character who rarely shows her emotions openly. But when it comes to Enid, we have the chance to see a more vulnerable, worried, and human side of her. That would make their friendship feel much more meaningful. In fact, I think this storyline deserves more than just a single scene. Ideally, it should get an entire episode almost completely dedicated to it. Watching Wednesday search for Enid, confront her werewolf form, and ultimately try to reach her emotionally could make for an incredibly powerful episode. If written correctly, it could become one of the most memorable moments of the entire season. I also want to see more of Enid's werewolf form. I don't want the creators to shy away from using CGI. If they're going to tell this story, Enid's werewolf form should look great and remain at the center of the narrative. The emotional scenes need to be powerful, but visually, we should also get something that feels cinematic and truly satisfying to watch. On Ophelia's dark secrets. One of the biggest mysteries heading into Season 3 is undoubtedly Aunt Ophelia. Because when you introduce a character this mysterious into the story, you can't treat her like an ordinary side character. Especially with an actress as talented as Eva Green stepping into the role, Ophelia needs to be a deep, dark, and unforgettable character. If Ophelia is going to be a villain, she shouldn't be written as a generic antagonist. Simply making her a dangerous aunt who wants to destroy Wednesday wouldn't be enough. There should be pain, betrayal, a major family secret, or a motivation that makes complete sense from her perspective. That would make the character far more compelling. But if Ophelia turns out not to be evil at all, and is actually a victim or a misunderstood character, that needs to be handled just as carefully. We need to understand why she disappeared, what led her down this path, and why her connection to the Addams family is so dark. A character like this shouldn't exist simply to create mystery. She should deepen the story itself. What I want is for Ophelia to become one of the strongest elements of Season 3. Every time she appears on screen, she should create curiosity and intrigue. I want to see a major storyline that connects her to Wednesday's past, Morticia's secrets, and the darker side of the Addams family. Tyler's story needs a proper ending. Tyler's story needs to be brought to a satisfying conclusion. We've been following this character since Season 1, and his hide identity has become one of the most important parts of the series. Because of that, his storyline shouldn't feel unfinished in Season 3. Whether it ends positively or negatively, it needs to move toward a clear and satisfying direction. I do want Tyler to return, but that return shouldn't feel like simple fan service. If he comes back, he needs to have a genuinely important role in the story. His history with Wednesday, his hide identity, and the trauma he's experienced should all be explored in a more meaningful way. Tyler isn't just a monster. He's a complex character who still carries a lot of internal conflict. The most important thing is that Tyler's story shouldn't end in a ridiculous way. Simply killing him off or turning him into a straightforward villain again would be too easy. If he's going to fully embrace the darkness, there should be a powerful reason behind it. And if he's going to receive redemption, that journey shouldn't feel quick or effortless. In Season 3, I'd like to see either a tragic but powerful ending for Tyler or a genuinely meaningful path forward. Because when you've invested this much time in a character, rushing their conclusion would be disappointing. No matter how Tyler's story ends, viewers should walk away thinking, yes, this is exactly where his journey was meant to lead. Principal Weems should return. The fourth thing we really need is the return of Principal Weems. Larissa Weems wasn't just the headmaster of Nevermore in Season 1. She was also one of the most charismatic characters in the entire show. Gwendolyn Christie delivered an outstanding performance, and the character brought a unique presence and weight to the Wednesday universe. Weems' return doesn't necessarily have to be explained with a simple, she was never really dead twist. In a supernatural world like Wednesday, there are countless ways to bring a character back. She could return as a spiritual guide, appear in Wednesday's visions, or be reintroduced through secrets hidden in the past. What matters is that her return feels meaningful and believable. Personally, I'd love to see more scenes between Wednesday and Weems. Weems was one of the few characters who truly understood Wednesday while also challenging her. Bringing her back could help explore Wednesday's inner world even further. Imagine Wednesday facing a difficult decision and receiving guidance from Weems that could create some incredibly powerful scenes. If Season 3 is aiming to be darker and more emotional, Weems is the perfect character to help achieve that. She's deeply connected to Nevermore's history and left a significant impact on Wednesday's development. That's why her return shouldn't happen just for nostalgia. It should make a meaningful contribution to the story. More Addams family scenes. Finally, Season 3 absolutely needs more Addams family scenes. Wednesday naturally focuses on Wednesday's personal journey, but the Addams family is the heart and soul of this universe. Whenever Morticia, Gomez, Pugsley, and the rest of the family appear on screen, the show instantly feels more entertaining, more bizarre, and more unique. The relationship between Morticia and Wednesday especially deserves more development. The constant tension between them is fun to watch, but it's time for that relationship to evolve into something deeper and more mature. Through Morticia's past, her connection to Ophelia, and the family's hidden secrets, we could get some truly powerful scenes between mother and daughter. Gomez and Pugsley should also be given more to do. Gomez can be used for much more than comedic or romantic moments. He could help explore the history of the Addams family itself. Pugsley, meanwhile, deserves more character development. His powers, fears, and place within Nevermore could all be explored in a much more serious and meaningful way. In my opinion, Season 3 shouldn't treat the Addams family as side characters who occasionally appear. They are one of the most important parts of what makes this show special. If Season 3 is truly going to be bigger, darker, and more emotional, then the family's secrets and internal dynamics need to move much closer to the center of the story. Another thing I want to see from the Addams family is more scenes where the family members actually spend time together. Because some of the most entertaining moments in the show usually happen when the Addams family is in the same room. Gomez's unique energy, Morticia's charisma, Wednesday's sarcastic attitude, and the strange situations Pugsley gets caught up in all create such a different atmosphere when they come together. In Season 3, it would be really great to see more scenes with the entire family together, not just individual storylines. I also want to learn more details about the Addams family's past. This family has been surrounded by mystery for years, and I think the show has only shown us a small part of that so far. Older Addams family members, secrets passed down through generations, or supernatural events from the past could add so much to Season 3's story, especially with Ophelia becoming part of the story. I think a much bigger door into the Addams family's past is waiting to be opened, and I really want the creators to take full advantage of that opportunity. Of course, these are the things I personally think Wednesday Season 3 needs the most. More than anything, I want Enid's storyline to be given the time it deserves, Ophelia to be written as a truly compelling character, and Weems to somehow make a return. Because Wednesday has reached a point where it can't rely solely on introducing a new mystery every season. It needs to make better use of its characters, family secrets, and supernatural world. Now it's your turn. What do you think Wednesday Season 3 needs the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Wednesday content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.